Hey, welcome back to the Movement with Tom YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tom. Today's focus is on hip strengthening, standing hip strengthening. So if you're on a beautiful hike like this, like I am right now, you might be at the gym, you might be training at home, and you want to strengthen your hips, help get them more flexible, develop some balance. We're gonna have two variations of this. The first one's gonna be supported, so have your hand on a wall, a bench, something of support, and then unsupported, which would be a little bit more challenging. Let's get right into it. All right, first variation is gonna be all supported. We can use a tree, we can use a bench if you're at the gym, or even a wall at home. Anything that'll support you, it's not gonna move. So you place the left hand on the object, pull the right knee up about thigh parallel, and we're gonna turn the left foot out about 45 degrees. From here, we pull the knee up about 90 degrees, and we're gonna internally rotate the hip, and we're gonna hold this up for about 30 seconds. I don't want you to focus so much on getting the knee as high as you possibly can. Just focus on breathing and feeling out that outer hip. Good, come off of that. We're gonna switch the sides. Do it with me. I'm gonna have my back to you for this one. Lean into the object, pull the left knee up, turn, and then we bring this up. 30 seconds. Good, come out of that. You're gonna start to feel that, especially you'll probably feel it toward the low back and definitely toward the outer hips. Second exercise, we're gonna start to use kicks. This is where we're gonna bend and extend into that extended leg, straightening the leg out, pulling the knee back into the chest. Let's do 10 on each side. So we come back to the other side, turn the foot, set up exactly the same as exercise one. We kick, extend, and then pull the knee in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once we have the right side, let's spin it around and do the left side together. Again, don't worry about how high the leg is going right now. Even if you're kicking down at 45 degrees toward the ground, that's still progress and you're still working flexibility and you are getting stronger. Let's do it on the other side. Knee up, turn the foot out. First exercise, and then go into the second. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Again, that burn is going to progressively happen. That's good. We're getting stimulus through the hip. Shouldn't be really any pain that we're looking at, but some stimulus through the hips. Final one is going to be a static hold for 30 seconds on each side. Again, that option, we can either have the leg facing down to the ground, or we can start to go about 90 degrees. If you want to go more advanced and go past 90, that's totally cool. Just make sure you're focusing on lifting from the hip, and you'll also be strengthening the back as well. Let's hit 30 seconds on each side with supports. Same exact thing. Pull the knee up, turn the foot out. There's exercise 2, where we would normally kick, but now we're just going to hold this in a static hold for 30 seconds. Last 15 seconds, just make sure we're focusing on breathing. Feel the balance through the foot. Even though we're supported, we still want that awareness of that contact to the ground. Good. Come out of that one. Let's switch it. Last side for the assisted set. Pull the leg up, turn. There's our kick. And 30 seconds starts now. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come out of that. All right, we're gonna shake that out a little bit. So if you're still working into this being assisted where it's challenging, you're working your balance, working some stability, and also really the strength and flexibility of your hips, do multiple sets of the assisted. But if you want to go on and challenge that, let's challenge that with some unassisted sets right now. All right, my friends, you up for the challenge? We're going unassisted for these. If you have to step out of these, don't worry about it. If they're brand new, especially when we start going into kicks, if you need to, keep a little bit of a bend into your standing knee. As you progress, yes, you do lock the leg straight where you are squeezing the quad. That's more of like a gymnastics or like a dance type of way of doing it where you lock the leg straight. You don't have to do that in the beginning. You can have a bent knee for all of these, for the standing leg, whether you're kicking or you're doing the holds. You can keep the knee bent. And quite frankly, most of the time, so do I. If I want the extra challenge, I'll do it. But if you're on uneven ground and or this is new, just give yourself some grace and bend the knee and you'll be fine. So let's strengthen the hips together. Let's do the same thing. Set it up. We're going to pull the right knee up, whoop, turn the foot out, and then we hold that for 30 seconds without support. Making sure we're thinking about dipping the hips slightly down to try to roll the hip into internal rotation. Good, keep the balance. Sweet, come out of that, try to just slowly put your foot down, switch it out. Same thing, left knee up, turn the foot, and then pull that up. Think about rolling the hip in, 30 seconds. Nice, calm, focused breathing. Good. Come out of that. Get a feel for how your balance is. Get a feel for how your hips are, like how much stimulus you're getting in the hips and in the back. Just kind of take a little note of that. Let's hit the other two exercises where they're going to get a little bit more challenging. Let's have some fun. Pull the knee up, turn the foot out. We've got 10 kicks. The kicks are either going to go down toward the ground like this, or you're going to try and kick best as you can about 90 degrees. Whichever one you can get the most reps out without your foot coming down. So that's the challenge. Without putting the right foot down, let's see if we can kick down toward the ground or shoot for about 90 degrees. Let's do it. Pull the knee up, turn the foot out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it out. Oh. And then try to recover that down slowly. Same thing on the other side. Pull the knee up, turn the foot out. Find that first exercise, and then we go on exercise 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Little hold on 10. And then bring that leg down. All right, our hips should feel pretty lit up by now. We're gonna go into a static hold. We're gonna have the same option, especially if this is new. We're either going to hover 45 degrees down toward the ground. We're still getting strength and flexibility in the hip. That'll be for both sides. Or we shoot for getting that up to 90 degrees. Let's nail it. 30 seconds on each side. I almost said 90 seconds. We'll up the time as we get into it. Pull it up, turn the foot out, and either bring this down or 90 degrees. You can also have your hands out for balance too if you choose. I like to connect my hand to my hip and my left hand to my chest, just because I'm used to that from my martial arts training. Three, two, one. And a little lift at the end. All right, last side, last rep. Let's knock it out of the park. Pull the knee up, turn the foot out, get your balance. First exercise, through second into third. 30 seconds. Three, two, and one. Try not to fall out of it. And then come down. Especially if you're doing this on uneven terrain or if you're doing this barefoot, which is also awesome. You're gonna have little adjustments of the feet. You want the feet to be doing their thing and moving around. That's an important part of just recovering balance, our feet getting stronger, and really us being more adaptable. Hey, so thanks for joining me for this quick video on hip strengthening, working that internal rotation, moving toward the center so we can get stronger and flexible hips for life. Whether we're hiking, whether we're cycling, we're running, training martial arts. I know my martial arts training, my footwork has dramatically improved from taking the last 2 years to focus on hip strengthening, and I saw the gains virtually right away. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below when you've done this one. Knock out 2 to 4 sets of this. Take as much rest in between the sets as you need, and you're gonna get that stimulus, that deep burn in the hips. That's a good thing, my friends. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm your host, Tom, for the Movement with Tom YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one.